We invited Champion Windows into our home to give us a quote and see how they compare to the other window companies. They are the ninth company who has provided a quote to replace the windows in our home. Hi, friends. I'm the Wacky Window Woman. I'm not a contractor. I'm not here to sell you windows. I'm just a real person trying to get new windows without getting ripped off. In addition to needing new windows for my home, I've got those crappy builder grade windows. I've also made it my mission to shop around for all the larger, well-known replacement window companies. I've sat through the demos so you don't have to. Be sure to see my Wacky Window Woman comparison chart to see how replacement window companies stack up one against the other when they quoted my 1,600 square foot home with 12 windows. I'll put a link to that chart in the description below. I don't understand why window companies won't provide quotes or costs without taking up 1 to 2 hours of our time. So Charlie of Champion Windows came into our home in the spring of 2025. Champion sells replacement windows, sunrooms, and home exteriors. Champion designs, builds, installs, and warrants all of the replacement windows. Champion is Energy Star certified, American made, and come directly to your home from their factory where they design and make all of their own windows. Much like many of the others, although they advertise that it's a lifetime warranty, it's actually a lifetime warranty with limitations, or also known as a limited lifetime warranty. For example, after 2 years, they indicate that they charge a trip charge of $119 to come out and evaluate your windows for any service you might need. So be sure to read what's not covered in the warranty, not only with just Champion, but with any of the companies that you are considering for replacement windows. Some offer transferability one time, others offer unlimited transferability from one homeowner to the next. So Charlie from Champion arrived with his clipboard, ready to give us his best pitch on why we should purchase Champion windows. His pitch took just under 1 hour. Initially, we had some small talk, and he asked me to fill out a basic questionnaire to get my name, my email, and our address. He did the required walkabout to measure the windows and confirm how many of them we wanted to replace. There were 12 in total. In his kit, Charlie had samples of the frame so he could show us how they manufacture the frame and the sash, and then also to help me understand the profile and what they would look like on the exterior of my home. Champion only sells triple pane windows. Triple pane windows often require a deeper window frame to accommodate the extra glass and the spacers. So if you're replacing double pane with triple pane, the existing window frame has to be compatible, or it might need to be modified or replaced. So initially, I was already bothered by the fact that replacing my builder grade windows with replacement windows, I was already losing glass space due to replacement windows having a larger, thicker frame. But Champion, if I chose them, they would also be thicker to allow for the triple pane, meaning they would stick out a bit beyond the exterior of my home. However, I had already found a replacement window company and a brand that came as a triple pane, and it was not as thick as Champion, meaning it wouldn't stick out beyond the siding as much. This fact was very important to me. Also, in some cases, per Charlie, if you have blinds that fit inside the window, you may also have to replace those. And this could be a great thing if you've needed an excuse to get new window treatments, or it could just be considered an additional expense. Charlie was one of the few who took the time to do the heat lamp demonstration. Some do this and make a big show out of it, and others don't even bother. He plugged in a heat lamp and he let it warm up. Then he placed a single pane, a double pane, then a double pane with low E, then a double pane with low E and argon, and then he finally also demonstrated how the triple pane with the low E and argon gas filled insulated unit allowed the least amount of heat through. This means keeping the heat out in the summer and keeping the heat inside during the winter months. Throughout his presentation, Charlie was grooming me on the fact that Champion would not be the least expensive. He shared that they make all their own windows, and in his opinion, they had the best warranty. He also stated that if any of the other companies promised a lifetime warranty, to be cautious, as none of them actually offered a true lifetime warranty. So currently on the comparison list, Renewal by Andersen is leading the pack as the most expensive at $34,376. Virtual View Windows, currently in the #1 spot, offers a more slim, narrow-line window in triple pane for about 1/2 of the cost of Champion windows. The ratings are comparable, and personally, I like the look of the all-side Mezzo Quattro window better, and ultimately, Virtual View is who my husband and I chose to go with. Also, being able to conduct the entire sales process virtually was a huge plus. I was never crazy about letting all those window reps into my home anyway. Okay, back to Champion. So I expected Champion to fall right in the middle due to the fact that they only offer a triple pane window. I fully expected them to be more money than many of the others because of this, and this proved to be true. So triple pane windows come with several solid benefits, especially if you're looking to boost comfort, energy efficiency, or noise control in your home. This little factor is important to me as it's noisy where I live. So here's a breakdown of the main perks. So for triple pane windows first, you get better energy efficiency, meaning lower heating and cooling bills. The extra pane and added gas layers, usually argon, improve insulation. You'll get higher R value, lower U factor, that's good. They retain indoor temperatures better, meaning your HVAC system doesn't have to work as hard. 2, you'll get improved comfort, less temperature fluctuations near your windows. Rooms stay more consistent in both summer and winter, and no cold drafts from windows glass during the winter. 3, you get enhanced soundproofing. The extra pane and the 2 air gas gaps significantly reduce outside noise, and this is great if you live near busy roads, airports, or have loud neighbors. And then 4, you get reduced condensation. The interior glass stays warmer, reducing the chance of condensation or frost forming on the inside in the cold weather. And 5, increased home value. This is seen as an energy efficient upgrade, and this could boost your home's resale value by as much as 15%. And then they may also qualify for energy efficient rebates or tax credits up to $600. And then 6, better security. That third pane makes it harder to break through the window, adding a bit of extra protection against break-ins. So are triple pane windows worth the cost? Well, there are a few downsides to keep in mind. Number 1, they are higher in cost, usually 10 to 30% more than double pane windows. They're heavier, which can require stronger frames or modifications. And 3, you might experience diminishing returns in mild climates. Triple pane is most valuable in very cold or very hot areas. And then 4, they might stick out beyond the edge of your home's exterior material. I added that one as I'm a stickler for how my house looks on the exterior. Be sure to see that Wacky Window Woman replacement chart. The quote for the 12 windows from Champion came in at $17,950, and this included white vinyl windows that were triple paned, double hung with grids on the 2 front windows. And this comes in at an average of $14.96 per window. Also, this final price was after Charlie called in and asked if he could discount even more than his allowed discount, which had the price at $21,092 originally. I heard him tell his manager that this was the par price, and his manager agreed to further discount after this call, and that's where the $17,950 came in. It's tough to do an apples-to-apples comparison of Champion against all of the others due to the fact that they only offer triple pane. We can, however, compare Champion Virtual View's Mezzo Quattro window, which comes in triple pane, and then once you add the triple pane upgraded cost of $600, Virtual View is still less money than Champion for a very comparable window. So that's $17,950 versus $10,340. That's a huge difference for windows that perform pretty much exactly the same in every aspect. Be sure to see that Wacky Window Woman comparison chart to compare different replacement companies. And regardless of where you choose to buy your windows, let them know that the Wacky Window Woman sent you. And then please subscribe to this channel so you can see reviews of other replacement window companies and other side-by-side comparisons.